you want to go into business, the best way to do it is to do it legally. Because problems would definitely crop up later, and from my experience, the cases that I'm handling right now stem from the fact that when they started business, they didn't do it right. Tapos ngayon malaki na, saka ngayon biglang stage 4 cancer na. So do it right the first time.
So guys, we're with Terence Camo, attorney, tax attorney, and corporate attorney. By your class, corporate attorney as well. So the question is, he has properties or she has properties. Most likely, it's not listed, but it's generating income. First question: how does he convert that into something na magiging business na siya, magiging corporate entity?
Actually, it's up to you. You don't necessarily have to make it a corporation. Depending on your purpose, do you want to remain as a self-employed individual, or do you want to incorporate it? Now, why would anyone incorporate it? Because there are certain advantages of a business being in a corporation, one of which is for asset protection.
You want to just be self-employed, how does it normally go?
You will have to register with the BIR as a self-employed professional earning business income. Then, of course, all these properties that you are renting out are automatically converted even before, basta at the time that you started renting it out, all these properties are now reclassified from being capital assets to ordinary assets. Ordinary assets are defined by the tax code as property which are used in business. Specifically, those which are part of your inventory, used for sale, or if we're talking about real estate, properties that are being leased out.
Since it won't be a corporation, it will still be under their name. Parang ganun yung mangyari, di ba? It will be an inventory.
Or single proprietorship siya lalabas. Tapos yung rental income that you're earning will have to be included in your tax returns.
Can you give a specific parallelism niya to a single proprietorship business? Parang nagtayo lang ako ng food cart. Is it similar to that? Or
Yes, exactly.
Because
You're earning income. Kung magkano kinikita na rental, yun yung income mo. So you just have to declare that in your income tax return. Pero one thing you have to remember is yung lessees, yung mga umuupa, they have to withhold 5% ng withholding tax from the rental that they are paying you. And at the same time, since nagwi-withhold sila, they then have to issue you a certificate of tax withheld, which you can now use as a credit to your income taxes.
what does that mean? Who are leasing, they have to pay more. Parang ganun. Kasi may additional 5%.
Hindi, i-withhold nila yon from you. So, ibabawas sila
pero
yun sa rent.
So they have to file it. Sila magpa-file nun?
Yeah, they will be the ones to remit it to the BIR.
There's an additional step for the lessee. What if they don't remit it naman? What's gonna happen?
Liable naman sila to non-remittance of withholding
Pero
taxes.
what if yung nagre-rent is a foreigner na wala naman PIN also?
Pwede naman siya mag-apply.
Pero will they be liable? Or...
Well, that's the risk because that's the responsibility of the withholding agent,
Okay.
not the person who is leasing out their properties.
They want to do it as a corporation. What's the step for that?
First step is to apply, register a corporation. Either a regular corporation wherein you need at least 5 people, or the new animal that we have now, which is the one-person corporation.
Okay. Whenever you start a corporation, they will ask what type of business are you starting? Sell
Real
it to
estate rental.
direct na kagad real estate
leasing.
rental, leasing business. Okay. Pero pag ganun, does it limit it na dapat yun lang talaga yung business na pwede nilang gawin?
Hindi naman. Depends on kasi you're going to register a corporation, right?
Okay.
So lalagyan mo doon, ano yung purpose or purposes ng corporation mo. So it's really up to you.
What if they have the condos na, okay? The condos are worth 10 million each. So how do they actually make the corporation own the property itself?
So under Section 40C2 of the National Internal Revenue Code, when a property owner exchanges real property for shares of stock in a corporation wherein the effect is they would be majority controlling stockholder, then such exchange would be a tax-free exchange.
People have this impression that if I have the property, it goes to the corporation, I have to sell it to the corporation, hence there's parang sales tax attached.
Yes, there's supposedly.
Supposedly. So,
Transaction deemed sale dapat
that's not
yan.
the case. That's not the case pag ganun.
That's not the case because
Okay.
the law itself provides that it is tax-free.
Are there specific forms that they need to follow, or do they just need to get an accountant or lawyer to make this possible, or can they do it themselves?
Of course, they would need to draft a contract, parang deed of assignment,
Okay.
assigning it to the corporation, or contract of barter.
Okay.
So, of course, it's
So,
ideal that a lawyer
They
prepares
need
it.
a lawyer na talaga for that.
Yeah,
So you can't really do it yourself unless
Unless you can.
okay,
But
they can
if
naman.
it's risky,
Wag na lang.
Kasi don't know the law. Baka nung lagay mo sa contract, di ba?
Okay. And then you said kanina na the condo's 10 million as long as the person who owns the property will put majority sila, meaning 51% is owned by them.
Doon sa corporation na itatayo nila.
So they can put anyone else who's a 49%?
It's just like any other normal corporation. They can be a minority stockholder or nominal stockholder. Usually, family members yan. 1% lang or 1 share lang, yung mga ganun.
Paano mo masasabi na better na mag-corporation ka as compared to putting everything under your name and then just list it as a single proprietorship?
Well, of course, when you put anything under a corporation, you have asset protection. Those assets will be protected because a corporation has separate juridical personality. Meaning, kung makasuhan yung corporation mo, your liability would only be up to the extent of your contribution to that corporation. If you have any other personal assets, all those other personal assets will be protected and will be shielded from any civil liability.
Okay, so, pero is there a number na, kunyari, meron na akong 5 condos, that's when I put it under a corporation, or if isa lang, wag na muna under my name, do you have like a set threshold na pwede nilang paglagyan?
Wala naman. There's no limit. There's no minimum.
Okay.
Maganda nga yung simula pa lang. You already put it in a corporation.
Pero
at
won't it
least
be parang
safe na siya.
hassle sa start to do it, tapos isa lang yung condo mo?
It's really up to you. Just like in investing, it depends upon your goals and your purposes. Let's say, at the start, you already intend to have a wide portfolio of assets, mga 10 or 20.
Okay.
Then you can already start incorporating upon your first acquisition of your first property.
Very, very interesting. Pero at the end of all of this, yung pinaka-goal mo is if you are generating income from that rental property, you have to file. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so
Parang RFP, register, file, and pay.
Okay, so you have to register, file, and pay. Easiest steps for them to do is they go straight to the BIR to do it.
Yes.
Okay, so
They get the TIN first, of course, and it's
Hindi,
online.
pero if they already have a current TIN, they can use that na lang, no? Tapos lalabas siya other sources of income. Pero he
Yeah.
was saying something doon sa question, pwede ba siyang ilagay na lang sa other sources of income?
If you have a main source of income, let's say you're an employee, you're earning purely compensation income, and you want to lease out properties para meron kang passive income, then you will no longer be eligible for substituted filing ng employer. So what would happen is, you now need to file your own income tax returns.
Paano siya makaklasify sa other sources if the main income is still higher than the other sources? Or paano pag dumating sa point yung rental property niya, 1 million niya, tapos yung sweldo lang niya, 800,000?
Doesn't matter. You
Doesn't
consolidate
matter.
the income.
So it can still be placed under other sources pa rin?
Yeah, you will consolidate all your income into that one tax return.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter. If you want to go into business, the best way to do it is to do it legally. Because problems would definitely crop up later. And from my experience, the cases that I'm handling right now stem from the fact that when they started business, they didn't do it right. Tapos ngayon malaki na, saka ngayon biglang stage 4 cancer na. So do it right the first time.
Alright, so that's it for now. Nakita mo, hinihingal ka pa dito?
Oo nga.
Lahat ng mga video ko, so lahat ng mga kasama ko naglalakad. So
Hinihingal
it's a
lahat.
good exercise. So I hope that answered your question on what are you supposed to do with your property. Not related to the stock market, but very, very pertinent and included in how you build your wealth properly. So this is Marvin Germo with Terence Kama. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys. God
Bye.
bless you.